Again, the Mandalion is the Shroud of Turin. And it was originally written in 1st century like this.
One of the reasons Paul of Tarsus asked Timothy to bring what is called the Turin Shroud today to Rome, Italy, was to reproduce the image and to make fresco paintings. We can conclude with 100% certainty that the Shroud of Turin, the Mandalion, was in Rome, Italy, and was used to make this fresco. It is unmistakably clear, and this is believed to be 1st century. These were found in an underground catacomb in Rome in the year 2010. Back to the Paul of Tarsus letter. Ask Timothy to bring the shroud from southern Turkey to Rome, Italy. And now we have the Shroud of Turin in Italy in the 1st century. And the pollens on the Shroud of Turin are from southern Turkey to Rome, Italy. This is hard evidence that the passage in the 2nd letter of Timothy 4:13 is in reference to the shroud. The single-mindedness of purpose of the ministry of Paul of Tarsus, above all other things, is that he has to prove that Jesus rose from the dead. And he's giving testimony to people over 1,000 miles away from Israel. He's got to have the Turin shroud. He has to have physical evidence to show those people. Otherwise, he's reliant upon hearsay testimony. And no matter how good of a public speaker he was, how convincing he comes across, without physical evidence and explaining to a group of 1,000 people that Jesus of Nazareth from Israel rose from the dead, the first thing that people are going to say is BS. But when they see the Turin shroud, a 14-foot cloth with his image on it, is the equivalent of having a videotape of the resurrection in that time. It's convincing. The 58 pollen samples on the Shroud of Turin are a virtual blueprint of the missionary journeys of Paul of Tarsus. Bottom line, Paul of Tarsus had the Shroud of Turin and was the first to name it. As in all things Jesus did, there's a preceding event. In the 2nd letter of Kings 2:13, Elijah, when he was taken into heaven, his mantle was left behind, his shroud was left behind. It was the only thing. And they searched for him for 3 days, but didn't find him. Only his mantle, shroud, is left behind. Jesus of Nazareth, same deal. And the number 3 has significance. Look on the forehead of Jesus of Nazareth, on the Shroud of Turin, you see 3 written in blood. It represents the Holy Trinity. Jesus died at 3 p.m. Jesus was in the tomb for 3 days. Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days.
Bottom line, 2nd letter of Timothy 4:13, the cloak is the Shroud of Turin. Later called image of Edessa, Mandalion, Mandalion. Mangia, mantle, burial garment of a high priest, of a king, of Jesus of Nazareth.